Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by Landmark Self-Storage in Leominster. www.landmarkselfstorage.com.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarella, Mayor for the city, and it's a busy Thursday. Thanks for joining us. We do this from 4 to 5. Occasionally we'll do it from 6:30 to 7:30, but either way we re-show. If we're not doing it live in the afternoon at 6:30, we show it again, all for you. Anyway, we have a busy show, lots going on as things begin to open and people get back to work and there's more traffic and just more things going on. And now word is out that pretty much can open everything up other than a few things where you have to wear your mask and adding common sense to when you wear your mask and where you wear your mask. Other than that, it looks like it's pretty much, well, it's summertime and it's the heat is supposed to kill the virus. And people are out and the wind's blowing it, blowing away, I hope, right? So, yeah. Our phone number hasn't changed. It's 978-534-1626. You can catch us on Facebook Live by going to either, you could go to Leominster TV and get our Facebook page, or you can go to my site and get it as well. It is a perfect day. I woke up this morning and I thought, today was a beautiful day for golf. And I thought, I think I'll go golfing. And then I thought, I don't golf. And I thought, it's a nice day to take my antique car out, put the roof down, go for a ride. And I realized I don't have an antique car. And then I thought, maybe I'll go fishing. What a perfect morning for fishing. And then I realized I don't fish. And then I thought, I'll just go to work. But I know somebody that does golf, and he's the expert. There's only one person that is more known in town than Ronnie Gerard, and that's Art from the Art Report.
I don't know. I can't live up to that, I'll tell you. But I can tell you one thing. Today at the golf course,
yes,
for some reason, my brand new golf balls, every time I hit it, when it finally comes to stopping, it landed on the remains of what the goose left.
No.
Oh, it was gross.
That's good luck.
What? Oh, only me. This could only be me.
My mother would say that's good luck.
Well, if it was, it wasn't. And then I'm coming down the sixth hole, and there's a beautiful fox sitting there watching us.
There you go.
So we had a little bit of a gallery today, which is a good thing. And now that
peeps.
The ban's on a lot of things with lifting, I will be heading down 190 to 290 to Foxwoods.
No way.
In the very near future.
Show me.
It's been a year. My last time there was just when the virus was hitting, and I hit. And it was the strangest hit I've ever had in my life. I'm just hoping it continues. My sister and my wife, we walked in, and they have a habit, these two women, when they're at the casino. They walk 20 feet, then they stop and talk. Then they walk 20, stop and talk. So I said, you know what? You know where I'll be. I'm heading up there now. So off I go. Just as they're coming around the corner, I'm sitting down at the machine. It's a $5 double diamond, 2-coiner, so I played 10 a bet.
What? $10?
Yeah.
$10.
So I only
once?
put in a 20.
Wait a minute. $10 once.
Nothing happened. Hit it the second time. Double diamond, double diamond. I'm sorry. No, wrong. Red 7, red 7, red 7. $800. Cashed it out immediately, took the receipt, put it in my pocket. I said, I'm going to try one more. Put a 20 in. Hit the button. 125. Thank you. Cashed it out. I said to Rita, you think there's one more? She says, give it a try. I put in a 10. Hit the button. Another 125.
I would have been in the parking lot.
I stopped. I said, go play your pennies and we'll leave when you're ready.
Good for you.
I'm anxious to get back. and have some fun. Now, I have a question. When will the city council start televising again? Do you know?
First week in June, I believe.
First week in June.
First meeting in June.
Because it's not the same with just the vocals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be actually in session, right, Carl? I think that's the date. It's the first meeting in June.
Yes.
Okay, because sometimes the expression tells a lot of stories. You know, if you watch it, it's interesting to watch. I find it interesting. If that's how sheltered a life I have. I find that interesting. But what are you going to do? Now I have a tip. For those folks that get up early in the morning, especially early because you're kind of groggy like myself, and I'm sure you at 3 o'clock, and I have to take a medication, 3 of them.
Yeah.
I got into the habit of taking the glass, it's glass, but I don't put water in it till I tip it upside down and make sure there's no chips, because I did have a chip incident once. So anybody, be careful, because you're putting glasses away and you chip it, you don't realize it, the chip falls in the glass, and you put water in it. The glass is the same color as the water. If it's a clear glass, you could swallow it and have some problems. So you got to be careful. Make sure that the container's empty before you decide to take your pills in the morning.
Good tip.
You know, because
I thought you were going to say you put your pills in the glass. That way, when you wake up in the morning, you have to take them out, put them in your hands, put the water in there, and now you know you take them, because a lot of times people forget that they took them.
Well, you know what I do? I go in the TV room because I'm getting ready for golf. It's usually at about 4:15, and I line them up, and I take the most important one first, then the next one, then the last one. So if there's none on the table, I know I took them.
Aha.
That's what I do.
There you go. You got it all figured out.
Well, there are some things I have figured out in my young life. Other than that, doing a good job. The city looks great.
Thank you. We got a good team.
About those folks at the fire.
Yeah.
And if I get lucky at the casino, I'll come by and I'll help them out a little bit.
Thank
I
you.
feel so bad. That's awful. But we got the best in the business when it comes, and I see some of our extended family through marriage. The chief's son was there fighting it, Mr.
Absolutely.
Roy.
Absolutely.
And everybody did a wonderful job. We had some minor injuries, but
outstanding.
The important is everybody got out safe.
They know what they're doing.
They sure do, and it's a thankless job when you think of the risks that they take.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to them. And having said that, I'll let you go. I know you're busy. Be careful, and make sure you. Oh, is the water ban still on?
Yeah, for now. I think the state's worried about summertime. It's not so much now. It's they panic during the summer. And also, I think that the state, even though we have plenty of water, I think the state feels as though, say somebody runs out of water near us, they can always tap into us, right? So they want to see us conserve our water as well.
Well, from past experiences with this virus and the way the state was run versus the city of Leominster, I just wish they'd leave us alone and mind their own business and let you run it, which you do, and do it better than any of the last 35 mayors this town's ever seen and ever will see. Having said that, I got to clean my golf clubs and get ready for tomorrow.
And do to you.
Thank you.
All right. That was Art from the Art Report. Out there, he's in full golf mode and be taking his winnings back to the casino, which I can walk by every machine, Ron. It doesn't even bother me. I can walk by every one of them and not even stop. In fact, that stuff gives me the jitters. There's so many bells. You go there at all, Wayne? Yeah, I can't handle the bells and whistles and the noise, and I find it distracting. I don't find it welcoming at all.
It's fun.
I don't know, but it's money. Like, you work all week. I get it. I do get it. But to work like all week, and then the thing sucks you in. So it knows when you're just about to like walk away, and then it throws you a few, gives you a few wins. It's all psychological. Then they keep it at the table and at the machine. You don't even get to pull a lever anymore, really. It's just buttons, right? I don't know. And then I'm thinking like $20. Maybe I'm just cheap.
I'm with you, Dean. That I'd rather spend the money on something I know I'm going to enjoy rather than lose it.
Art's thrown in $10. They'd have to take me to the ER. I'd be in panic mode.
You got lucky, that's all. That's all it was. You got lucky.
I don't know, but I get panic-stricken thinking, I'd be playing pennies.
You got the money.
It doesn't matter if you have the money. I work hard for my money, and I
Yeah, we all do.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I guess everybody's got their thing, right? There's things I probably do with my money that people think I wouldn't, I wouldn't do that. They're crazy.
Some of those high-stake machines, they have like $100 slots.
$100. Oh.
Machines, yeah. Can you imagine?
You're not watching the gambling channel. You're watching Inside Leominster, and we do this show every week from 4 to 5. My name is right there, Dean Mazzarella, and phone number if you'd like to call and weigh in on anything throughout the show. We've got some guests coming up. That'll be fun. Looking forward to it, 978-534-1626. We're going to take a short break, and don't forget, Pink Flamingo Day is coming. I expect everyone to be dressed in pink. Be there or else. Taking a short break. Be right back. Yeah, movie theaters. Yeah, movie theaters will be opening. If they're not open already, they'll be opening. Yeah. After, I'll read this a little later, but at this point, after next week, just about everything's open. The only thing there'll be restrictions on is, if you're on a subway or a train, that's it. Hey, we got the Force is with us tonight. And Megan and Kayleigh Force are with us, and they're the owners of Time Capsule. They're at 345 Central Street. And the reason I got them on here is because they have an interesting story to tell. And so tell us, well, I won't say how did you start. Let's start off with where you're at now. So
Awesome.
You're at Central Street, I call it the old Tucker building.
Yes, yeah. Thank you
People
for
still
having us
calling it
first.
the old Tucker building?
They are, yes. Okay. Yeah, we're in Leominster, finally back home, where we belong. We've started out. We have an online auction company running about 120 lots a week.
120?
120 lots. We're trying to get it up there,
I'd like to complain, because every time I bid on it, somebody comes in at the end and bids me out.
That's the fun part.
No, I want everybody to stop. Stop bidding so I can get a deal.
Okay, the deal, exactly. That's what people want. But check us out. Everything starts at $1, which is awesome. So you guys can get great deals. We're more of like a wholesaler.
Don't bid when I bid $1.
Yeah, don't bid when he bids.
Don't bid, please.
But it's auctions.forcestimecapsule.com. And basically, we run Wednesday to Wednesday, and the auction begins to end at 8 p.m. We have the Android app, we have the Apple app, all with the technology, mobile friendly, and
Look
all
at
that.
So you've really come a long way. Now, when you first started out, you were kind of kicking tires and trying to figure out the business and buy a couple things, try to resell it, and that's when you got the bug.
Oh yeah.
You know, the I could buy this for $5 and I could sell it for $10. Not bad.
Not at all.
But you had to, like, nobody's going to give you secrets to that business.
No,
right?
no, people hold them near and dear to their
So you
their
have
hearts.
to learn the business. So
it was trial by error.
Not even those. So you lose money sometimes
Oh
because
yeah,
you think
absolutely.
like, oh, this is right. You think you got the sense for it, and you buy something and find out there's like 8,000 of these things in every basement, every garage, every attic, and it's not the novelty that it's not the unique item that you thought it was.
Correct. Yeah.
So it
Trial
takes
by error.
time, and you gotta. Nobody's gonna tell you in business.
No.
All the tricks.
No.
Right.
Not at all.
It's like mom's recipe. She's not gonna tell you the full recipe.
Exactly.
If it's something everybody wants, she's not gonna tell.
No, we've come a long way from eBay full time to
That's what
just small
saying.
little, and now we have 7,200 square feet, and
I know, you're big time.
are rocking and rolling, which is unbelievable.
So did you watch those TV shows when people were buying and selling things and
we did,
go to the storage facilities. By the way, let me thank you to Landmark Storage, also a sponsor here at the show.
Awesome.
And so is MP Crowley Associates. They do site work. So if you want to knock your house down and level it out to
start over again,
starting all over again. Yeah, in case you want to do that. Anyway, MP Crowley and Associates. So
awesome.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's how it started. And then you even went to school, didn't you?
I did. I'm a licensed auctioneer.
A license.
So eventually she will send her off eventually.
Well, what are you
to
waiting
school.
for? It's been.
I know.
You're prolonging, you're procrastinating.
I know.
She is.
So you can't do an auction unless you're a licensed auctioneer?
So the state of Massachusetts, you are allowed to do online auctions, but any live auctions, you have to be licensed. So we just have it so that way we have the bond and the liability and all that. Just it gives people peace of mind that they're dealing with an actual
Somebody
auctioneer.
reputable that knows what's going on. So can you like yell at people and say, "Hey, cheapskate back there"?
I wish we could.
It's at $50. This thing's worth $200.
We gotta be polite, you know.
Bid up, or you're getting thrown out of here. Can you do that as an auctioneer?
I mean, yes, technically you can.
You can say minimum
but
bid.
Yeah, we try to keep it nice so that way people come back. But
yeah, cheapskate back there. This thing's worth $1,000.
I think we say that on the side, but we can't say it, in front of everybody. So
well, they're there to get a deal.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
They're there to get. So how do I know that we as people like to get things. We like things.
Yes.
And we collect things. And then we don't want to part with things.
Correct.
And then at some point, the decision's not ours anymore, maybe. And we're no longer going to make that decision. And the kids fly out, and they're like, oh, boy, look at all this stuff. And they may make a phone call to you and say, we don't know what to do. We live in Oregon, and there's no way we're taking all of this back. What do we do with it? And that's where you come in.
That's where we come in. We do anything from somebody walking in with 5 items to a whole entire household. We've even gotten to the point where we will hook up with a trash company. We will literally do the complete entire thing where trash, and we take the valuables and sell them for them. We do storage units. We do anything people have. We're always looking for, especially antiques, collectibles. Signs right now are huge. The pulp culture.
Signs are?
Signs are huge
Signs that
right
say
now.
what? Like construction signs?
I mean,
or signs
any
that
really
say,
advertising pieces, the older
flush
the
the
better.
toilet, please?
Yeah, that'd actually go probably.
Change the toilet paper, please.
But
bathrooms need decor too.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
Bathrooms need love
But yeah,
too.
we do it all. So if anyone has stuff,
Is
feel
that the
free to
biggest
call
part of
us.
your business? Is the cleanouts, the sort of the phone call that says,
yeah,
we
we
got all this stuff and what do I do
probably
with it?
about like 75% we run consignment and 25% our own items, because some people would rather us just come in and just buy it out so they don't have to deal with anything. We just give them a check, we take it, and they don't have to worry about it. So.
Can I do that to somebody else's house? Can I call you and say, hey,
absolutely.
there's a bunch of stuff down the street at 81 Adams Street. You would just go pick it up.
We're problem solvers, really. You know, so.
And what would you say? Now, how many years it's been a while you've been doing this now, right?
We're going on 8 years now, so.
And you started at like 16.
Yeah.
Just about, right?
Yeah.
So what would you say is, for each of you, what is I won't say the most valuable thing that you've ever found, but the coolest thing you've ever found? Is there anything that jumps out?
Go first.
So for us, we received a call. I forget the town. It wasn't too far away from here, but the owners were moving and said that their grandfather had left Eastern State Co-op. They were a farming company and whatnot. Huge signs on the floor of the dirt, basically, to hold trucks on it. Tractor trailers. Yeah. And so the tractor trailers had been moved, and the signs were up for grabs. And so
were
they
in
called
good
us.
Condition?
Some
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
some
So
were
there were
rusted.
signs,
Yes,
multiples.
Yeah.
yes, multiples. We were able to pick up, I think it was 10 or 12
Wow.
of them.
And you had a bid on them.
We were able to just buy them out
Just
and
move 'em
we
out.
were able to sell them. We, sometimes set up at Brimfield.
Did you
we
go
were
this
able.
year?
No, they haven't done it because of COVID.
I thought they did it this year.
It's starting in July. We did Brimfield online Facebook Live
Oh, I
auctions.
could have sworn there was something this year.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I think 1 or 2 fields opened, but July
Yeah.
starts back up. So.
But any deals there, though? I mean, I always see everybody there,
It's
but it
hard
looks
to
like
buy there.
yeah, it looks like
Yes.
everybody that's there knows what they have,
Yeah. Yes.
and everybody that comes there to buy knows what they have.
I mean, it's
a
an
matter of finding it,
experience.
and they don't care. I mean,
Yes.
like I expect the person selling it knows this thing's worth $1,000.
Correct.
I know it's worth $1,000.
Right.
So the best I'm going to do is be able to bargain down from 1,000 to 800, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Right.
full blown retail there.
But you're dealing with a generation, especially baby boomers, and I don't want to target anybody, but or prejudge anybody or put them in a certain category. But baby boomers oftentimes want the car that they had when they were in high school.
Correct.
That they
Yes.
paid for $50
Correct.
for then. And they want to kind of relive that. And they turn on, get the 8-track tape going and convertible top down.
Yes.
But they also, there are things that they buy that regardless of the value, they want that item.
That's
Correct.
correct.
So
We deal
it's
with a lot of that.
It's a gotta have that product. So that makes it better for you because
The nostalgia. They played with it as a kid. Now they want it.
it's
but-
like that's worth $1,000. I used to collect old radios, and I stopped because
Yeah.
I'd go to these shows and people would pay $800 for something worth $3.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, why are they doing that? Because they want to. And they had the
Exactly.
money finally, they retired, they had a little bit
Those
of money.
are the people
but they
that
wanted the
don't-
radio that their father used to play Frank Sinatra
Correct.
music on. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Brings
everybody's
back the memories.
So that's a good thing for you then.
Oh, it is. Yeah, we deal with a lot of people. Like they come in. Oh, I played with this when I was a child. That's why I paid, big bucks for it and wanted it. And so we deal a lot with that. People reminiscing about childhood, and that always adds the sentimental value, which is priceless. So.
Which means
In a way.
cha-ching, cha-ching. 978-534-1628 if you'd like to ask these young entrepreneurs who I've known for a long time. They're sharp, they paid their dues, they know their business. Even people that have been in business a lot longer than them respect them because they know what they're doing and they know what they're talking about, and you can't pull the wool over their eyes. They may be unassuming, but don't you worry about it. They've got scars to prove this, right? But it's true. You gotta learn your way through.
Oh, you do.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
can
and
buy
that's-
books that say how to do this and how to
Yes.
do that at the end of the day.
I'd say that's the fun part is we are a female-owned and operated business, and we're pretty much best friends, and we get to do the job together, and we love it. We go out every weekend together. My mom comes.
How is your
It's
mom?
a family. She's doing great. She's doing great.
Yeah,
She's-
she'll always be with you. But
I
you
know,
didn't
she
have your
misses
license.
right now.
You didn't even have your license when you started.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's
it's
how I
kind of-
remember
it's full
this.
circle. It's
Saturday
crazy.
morning coming in.
It's
and-
crazy. I love
Well-
it though. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
All right, so your turn. What was the coolest thing that
I
you've
think
come
probably
across?
the coolest thing, one thing, she's a big country music fan, but we actually found a country music Dr. Pepper Crystal Cowboy Hat Award that we did pretty well on, someone had.
Who gives out that award? I never heard that one.
I don't know.
Was that on Sunday nights sometime? I missed it.
The Country Music Awards, I mean,
Wow.
that was pretty cool. We found it in Maine, so that was,
So you sound
Kinda neat.
excited because you found it because she liked it.
well, she likes, I'm not a country music fan.
But
so.
you found it and you thought, how cool would it be
But I
when
sold
I
it
show
on
it to her?
Yes.
I sold it. She wanted to keep it.
Yes.
She sold it on you?
Yes.
See, there's where the dollar just.
I know.
Sorry, but I know you really like this. But
But I'm going to sell it.
and, how much did that bring in?
Oh boy, a lot, quite a bit.
A lot of money?
Yeah.
Carl, welcome to the show. Is somebody there? Can we
Hey,
sell them
Dean?
something? Yes.
Mike Hudson here. How are you?
Hey, Michael.
These ladies have some really nice stuff at a really good price. I've bought stuff from them quite a few times.
You know Mike Hudson, right?
Oh yeah. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Mike Hudson sells some stuff too.
He does, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we
That
know
guy-
him very well.
He can sell
I
old.
tried to, but it's challenging times because not everybody's out buying.
Right.
And if you have something valuable, it's just they're not looking to. They're just looking to pay really cheap money. But yeah, I mean, there's quite a few auctions in the Leominster, Fitchburg area. But these ladies obviously know what they're doing. Like I said, I bought stuff from them, and they really got their act together.
Well,
See,
thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Mike's been around for a long time. He can sell things.
Plus I got some stuff I want to sign with you too.
Perfect. Call us.
He's a deal maker. He sells things. He sells like old screws people buy. He knows how to sell
old
things.
hardware. People love that
He
stuff.
knows how to sell things.
People love
Some of the
that.
stuff
Yeah,
you've sold.
I have on Facebook sales of Central Mass.
Yeah, that's a good one. Sale at Central Mass. Good for you. All right, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you
Take care
soon.
now.
See you soon. 534-1626. That's the phone number here. It's about 4:28. We show this all over again. In case you want to see it, we show it again at
We'll
6:30
definitely
or
watch it.
7:30 tonight. And then it's on Facebook, and they show it again on demand and all of that. But
Awesome.
yeah. So, and what is the most valuable piece? So, like, you bought for $25 and found out later it was worth like I bought one of those Leominster apple peelers.
Oh, yeah.
And they sell
Yes.
usually for like $75 to $100.
Yeah.
I bought it for like $5.
There you go.
And I still have it just because
awesome.
I bought it for $5
Yeah,
and it's worth
exactly.
$75. And I'm like, see this thing?
I'd
This is
say,
worth $75 minimum.
I'd say the biggest hit, and we actually just put all the money into the business. That's what built our website,
Right.
built the apps, everything. We got a comic book collection, a vintage one that we sold for over $40,000.
Come on.
So
Yeah.
I think that
40?
was. Yeah.
How did you sleep?
Oh, we did. It.
we
We
did.
we were ecstatic. That was piecing it out piece by piece.
Did you make any money on it?
Oh yeah, we did.
all right.
Very
'cause
very well.
I'd be up all night.
We did
oh,
very,
man,
very
what if
well.
nobody buys these? What are
Yeah,
we going to do
no,
with these
we
things?
sold it for that. We did very, very well on it. But what we did with that is at the time we were going off on our own for Forces Time Capsule auctions, and we pretty much put all the money into the business to build what we have today. So that really
Because you have to be
helped
seen.
us.
You have to get out. You have to push yourself out so people can
Correct.
see you, so they'll visit the site,
Yes.
Correct.
bid on things, because you need volume.
And that's
right?
what we're looking
Yes.
for. We're looking for more bidders, more consigners. We want more people just walking in. We have a little retail area. We're just looking, even just come in, say hi, hang out. We got waters, coffee, just come in and hang out with
You
us.
just walk around and you feel
Yeah.
like you're in that show Pickers.
Exactly.
You just walk around
Exactly.
going,
Yeah, our walls are decorated.
Yeah.
We have
try
different
to make it
decor up
fun.
that we collect and like to show everybody. So
and I'm sure you hear a million times. I had one of those. I remember paying $2 for that.
Yes,
It's
yeah.
80 now, but I paid $2
But yeah,
for
we
it, right?
do free house walkthroughs. Come out, check it out. Actually, we're on our way to one right after this. And
Yes.
we're going, we come out, check out what you have, give you an idea of what we can get for you guys and everything. So we always are looking for more stuff. So
Their phone number is 978-342-0500. And just leave us with what's like you said, signs are sort of the big thing. What
Yes.
else? I mean, sometimes people have things, and unfortunately, it may be well made and it may be
Yes.
something special to them, but it doesn't really have any value.
yeah.
Like a 78-inch old plasma
Yes.
television set
Yes.
has no value to
No.
it. They're wonderful things, and it
The
takes
dumpster.
eight people to move it.
Yes.
Yes.
But
Yes.
I know it works.
Yeah.
it's a
and
good paperweight.
It was really
It is,
nice.
yeah.
Right, it was really nice, but it has no value.
Exactly.
But what does have value right now?
Antiques are coming back. The antique market, we're starting to see an increase in the
Yes.
value of that. Furniture's still down,
Yeah.
that market. I don't know if it'll ever return, but
Well, there aren't many places
Antiques.
that sell furniture that's well made.
Correct.
Other than
Right.
antique furniture,
Correct.
right? And
Right.
so if you go have it reupholstered, you get a good piece of furniture, it's worth having reupholstered.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you take apart a piece of furniture from now, like Garrett sells good furniture.
oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
But if you go somewhere else, these big box places,
Yes.
and take them apart,
They're
it's
nothing.
staples,
Oh, yeah.
2x3 wood,
Yep.
and foam.
Exactly.
But the fabric looks just like the real expensive stuff.
Yes, but
Until
it's
you go
not.
lay down on it, take a nap.
And then you're like, no.
And then you walk up like a question
whole-
mark.
But yeah, like
help me up.
antiques, pop culture, like toys are huge, video games, all that
Toys
stuff.
like the old Tonka toys and that kind of stuff. How about fire extinguishers and those kind of things?
People still collect those,
Yes.
Signs, street signs, business signs.
We're finding a lot of stuff we grew up with in the 90s is huge right now.
Yes.
Barbie dolls?
Yes,
Barbie dolls.
The stuff
G.I. Joes.
we had, I say this, we had as kids wasn't long ago. That stuff people are
6 weeks
flocking
ago.
over. Exactly.
Really?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, the 90s
So
stuff is
your
huge
generation
right now.
is big?
Oh yeah, they're starting to.
Video games.
No.
Yeah.
Like what? Like Pokemon or something?
N64
the
games. Yep.
People coming out to
Pokemon.
buy that stuff?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's crazy.
It's not all in the dumpster?
No,
It didn't all
we
end?
still find it. We still find it.
So, and people are nostalgic for many reasons.
Sports cards right now are
Sports
big
cards,
again. Yeah, they're huge.
Yes.
Huge.
And I know people in the business, and it was really big.
Yes.
Then it sort of tapered off. And now all of a sudden, ping, people are back into...
Oh, yeah. That's how, I mean, essentially, not to get in the whole story, but that's how we started, was
Did you start
flipping
with...
hockey cards.
Did you really?
Yes, yeah.
Hockey cards?
Yeah, that's what got us going.
And did
so
you make money on hockey cards?
We did, yes, until it
Were you
went
hockey
down.
fans?
Oh, huge.
Yes.
All right. And then...
I got the Bruins tattoo.
Ah, that's right. And then what? It tanked?
It tanked, yeah, but it's back. There's some huge cards out there
But
right
why
now.
did it tank? The economy, just people lost interest?
I think honestly COVID brought it back, the hobby.
Right.
I think
People-
COVID brought it
people
back.
had to do something.
Yes.
So, yeah, we love it. We're on a group 5-hole all the time, and we sell tons on there of hockey stuff. We enjoy it.
Good.
That's our hobby is the
Right.
hockey. So
you can actually make some money from your hobby.
we
Yes.
do, yes. That's what I mean. We enjoy
Well, it
selling.
shouldn't
that
be
stuff.
that way.
No, but
Shouldn't have
that's
fun
like
making
we
money
work
at your
all
hobby.
day, get home at 8 p.m. and then start wheeling and dealing.
Do you really? Is that what you do?
Oh yeah.
Well, you know
yes.
what though? Cash out this time, just in case it all ends.
Exactly.
That's
That's
true.
the scary part.
Keep liquid, you know what I mean? Keep it
Yes.
flat. If it
Scary
all
part.
changes, you say, so I got a few
that-
dollars worth in it. I'll just keep it to the next
Keep
time.
it.
That's
till
what this
goes back
business,
up.
the trends just, there's no, you think you
Rhyme or
have it
reason.
down packed, and then all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah, I remember when I first started my gift store, people would collect things like Humbles
yes.
and Jim Shore, and just collectible things that people would buy. Would buy an aunt or a grandmother or a mom or something because they already have everything. So let's get them a collection of this,
Yes.
right? And so they would collect them. And then I noticed during the recession, they all ended up in people's driveways for like
Yeah.
$2 a piece.
Yes.
And these things were like $60 a piece, $100 a piece.
yeah.
And they just had no value.
It tanked, yeah.
And there was no room where people downsized and moved into a condo or,
Right.
down at the mobile home park and they had a 2,000 square foot house. What do I do with all this stuff?
Yes.
It goes out in the driveway and it's $5 on a $60, $70 item.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, these things come back
Oh, they
because
do.
there are no more of them and then there's an appetite to buy them, but they're all gone.
Right.
Yes, yeah.
Like vinyl records are everywhere. Somebody's still got them stashed in their basement.
They're huge.
But certain records are worth a lot of money
Oh,
because
Beatles,
they
Pink
didn't make a
Floyd.
lot and people are willing to pay lots of
Yes.
money for.
Yeah, records are huge on our site too. We do very, very well with the records. So
So if somebody has a lot, let's just say somebody has a bunch of old tools
yes,
and they say, all right, Joe, we're heading it, we're going to the condo and we don't need all these tools anymore. And so they call you and you go down and take a look at it, you tell them this is how much it is, or do you wait for the auction to be over and then you give them a percentage of it?
So either if they're looking for a buyout, we'll make an offer, kind of feel them out what they're looking to get for it. We try to give you as fair of an offer as we can for us to make a little money on the end, obviously. But
Yeah,
if
and
not,
so don't be disappointed if somehow or another you had this magic number in your mind and then all of a sudden, because these ladies are honest and they have to make money. I mean, they have a business, they have space that they have to rent, they have all this overhead too, right?
Exactly.
And sometimes you get that day of reckoning.
yes.
So,
Right.
but you have to trust the people that you call.
correct.
So there'll be, because we have to make some money, and there's some things that you won't make any
absolutely.
money on, there's some things that you
Right.
will, and sometimes you'll make, sometimes you lose, in the end you hope you win. But you have to trust,
Yes.
the people that
Yes.
you're doing business with, that they're going to be fair based on the knowledge that
And
they
that's
have.
what we try to be as honest
Yes.
and, I'd rather pay more for something and be fair to somebody and make a little on the end than not pay up for stuff. And that's why we do have a good reputation and of honesty and stuff, because we try to pride ourselves on
Yes.
that. And that's how we get customers in the door too. So we do, but if they choose a consignment, what we do is we agree on a percentage and we put it through the auction, and once it ends, we take that percentage that we agreed on the contract, and then I send them out a check for what they made off the auction. So
nice. Ronnie, you got any stuff I can sell at your house?
Yes, I do.
Go tell them what it is, and they'll send me the
Got a
check.
huge camera collection.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
All brand new and some old.
Wow.
There you go. I agree to sell it.
Yeah.
And
Right now, okay.
and then just send me
we can
my
do the paperwork. Yeah.
just send me 8%.
Okay.
10? No. No, I'm selling your stuff for you. I'm doing you a favor.
But yeah, I mean, it's really up to the customer. Do they want us to just pay them for it right now, or would they like to go through auction? Because, I mean, we try to give the fairest price knowing what we hope it will sell for. But auction is always, you don't know exactly what it's going to sell for, but sometimes they choose the route and they make way more than we would have ever expected, because we call them sleepers, and there's sleepers every week that blow us away.
Yes.
We're just like...
And nobody's got to come into their house or nothing.
No.
I mean, they just
No.
stay away, and
Yeah.
I'll take care of the whole thing, and you
Yeah.
don't have to
Right.
talk to anybody. And maybe some people live far away, and they don't have the ability to be here while this is
Correct.
all going on.
Yes, we
Right.
deal a
They
lot
go
with
in,
that.
they pick up the things that are important to them,
Yes.
sentimental and important to them.
Right.
And check all the books to make sure there are no 20s or 30s, flipping through the
We're not
books,
going to-
checking any loose wood that might be in the floor because it might be a stash.
Right.
After they do all that,
Yeah, then they call us.
then
in.
they call you.
Yeah, and
It's like,
they'll leave
can you
us.
leave a few 20s in there? You know, with a note that says, I knew you'd find it.
I mean, they'll leave us their house keys or the lock code, and we just
Yes.
go in, do our thing, lock up. We send them a picture, and to let them know we locked everything up. I mean, we deal with realtors. We'll go in and do
Yes.
houses for them, and so we're always looking for any and every avenue to keep expanding and growing. So
That's amazing. What a business, huh? And you're right. You know what you're doing. You're right in. They could do a TV show,
yeah,
right? You could do a TV show.
That would be
Could
cool.
do my
And-
own.
but it takes a while to know what.
It
I know
is.
people try to get into like flipping houses, and there's a whole lot of things that look real easy on TV.
Oh, yeah.
But you better know what you're
Yeah.
doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
That
important.
might be the future. You know, a lot of auctioneers are realtors too, and they do the whole trifecta. So that
Yeah.
might be a
And you can start
future.
a trash removal company while you're at
Exactly.
it. The stuff
I
you
just
bring,
won't sleep.
you bring the truck in, right?
Yeah,
Same truck,
yeah.
you bring it in, you go to people's houses and haul it all
Yeah,
out. It
exactly.
doesn't sell, right?
Exactly.
It's just an interesting a fun business,
It
right?
is.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. Where I'm fortunate to be able to work for myself. Always have, and wouldn't trade it for anything. A lot of work, but we
Worth
love it.
it, yeah.
It's worth it. So.
Have you got a license?
Yeah.
Can you do the whole, hey, $50?
I honestly haven't done a live auction in
Can I
forever.
over there?
You're
the
pretty
guy
good
over
at that.
Once, twice, 3 times. Come on, you cheap.
But we might.
Sold.
A lot of Facebook Live is a huge thing right now with auctions, so we might dibble into that on our Facebook page. Of like once or twice a month, go live on our Facebook page.
There you
and
go. George
sell off,
Washington's
so-
teeth made out of wood. $20 over there. Sold a cow back there for $25.
Nice.
I don't know
Not
where they are,
bad.
Carl, but you bought them. I'll
You're
send
good. You should.
I'll send you the picture. Oh, that's
What
good.
you got?
That's such an interesting. I mean, you started working out of your house and
Yes.
go around with your mom and buying things and cutting deals and
Oh, yeah.
going to yard sales and picking things up, and the next thing you know, you got the whole full license to operate a business and paying
Wouldn't
rent.
have dreamed it would already be this big, but
So what's the next step? I mean, where do you go from here? Do you get the real estate license?
I mean, we haven't talked extensively how far,
Well, you
like
better
how
start
far we want to
planning,
go,
'cause
but I
the
mean, there is
portfolio.
another 10,000 square feet next to me open for rent. So maybe eventually, if we blow up, I got another 10,000 I can go into. So
Well, there's some
But-
people that just know exactly what they're looking for.
yes, yeah. I mean, I will probably get more into some retail and
Yeah.
do the Facebook Live auctions, and maybe down the line see about doing the whole trifecta of going in and doing the home, everything with selling and everything.
Oh, this is what I want to ask. Carl made me think of this. How about musical instruments?
Yes.
Saxophones and guitars and all that. Is they worth anything?
Yes, they do pretty well on the auction. So people still.
Violins.
Yeah,
and
we just sold one the other day, actually.
And even if people don't play it, it's a nice piece to have hanging around the house.
Exactly, exactly.
People come in the house and like, wow, Carl plays the violin.
Yeah,
Carl, you
yeah.
play the violin? Oh, yeah, I've played for a long time. Well, why don't you play it? Well, I'm waiting to have it tuned.
They actually have a violin at home that I can bring to them.
Sounds good.
And a time machine if they want.
No, you're not going to sell that. Huh? No. Did you ever see the time machine?
I've heard about it,
Kyle
but
and I
have
used to be
not.
95 years old, and now we're only in our 60s. From the time machine.
That's awesome.
You can go forward or back. It's the exact one from the movie.
Yeah,
Right?
I
that's
like
pretty
it.
cool.
Yeah. So it's amazing and then a lot of times I know people just get sucked into the whole auction thing.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Now, what's this whole deal about the last minute kind of thing?
Yeah,
like,
so-
I bid on things, and then I find people are like last minute, they'll wait till the very end. But I've been on some sites where they extend it.
So we do that now.
Yeah.
We
Tell
have
us
the
about
extended
that.
bid time. So if you bid within the last 2 to 3 minutes, depending on whether it's entering or over the time, the clock will extend for an additional 2 to 3 minutes. So therefore, there's no sniping allowed.
What's it called?
No sniping.
What's
like
that?
the last second, the person that
Well,
goes
that's
in
what they do
there.
with
and-
me.
Like on
Yeah,
eBay.
Like on eBay, there's no sniping.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So we have the extended bid time to make it fair for everybody, and also, again, we work for our consigners, so we want to get them the most money we possibly
Well,
can.
sure.
So
But I don't want to pay that.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
Tell your
So
consigners that
I'll be like, hey,
I just don't want to pay that much. Just keep. Then you get sucked in the whole thing in an auction, right? Right, Kyle? You get sucked in.
Oh,
It's like,
I do on
I
other
want
people's."
that bad.
Yes.
I want that really bad. And then pretty soon it becomes just the contest. You forget
Oh,
the product
correct.
that you even wanted it. You just end up bidding on it because now you're in, you're in a battle.
Just
with
a
this
battle.
Correct.
Yeah.
who probably doesn't even want it. It's going to bail out in the last minute.
people come
Run
in
the-
and say, I got caught up. I don't even know why I got this.
And they
So-
ran the price up though.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a tough year for everybody, but we have our customers to thank because without them, we wouldn't
Yeah.
have been able to keep going through all this.
Yeah, like
so-
Ronnie, I'm going to sell his camera collection.
Exactly.
And I'll get the proceeds, and you can have 50%.
Sounds good. We'll get
We
that
won't
sell
tell
other
him. We won't
people's
tell him
stuff.
though.
Anyway,
just won't
watching
tell 'em.
Inside Leominster, and ladies are great, and they own a company called Forces Time Capsule. So if you get on Central Street, it's 345. There's an electrical supply company that's there. It's right at the bottom of the storage company of
Yes.
Leominster Storage. They're like right down to the right-hand side. You see a set of stairs. You go up, take a right, and a quick left. You walk in the door, and you're there. And you walk
and
in,
you'll
and
see us.
it's like a step back in time when you walk in there. You just look around, you're like, wow, look at all this stuff. Huh?
The old Tucker building?
Yep, the old Tucker building.
Yeah, I mean, part of it too is I know we're young, but I'd rather not see this stuff go in the dumpsters in the landfill.
I
I'd
want to see it in
rather,
somebody's living room.
I'd rather somebody reuse it
Reuse
or
it, yeah.
use. There's tons of people that need stuff out there, so we try to help them and get them good deals. So
All right, so do a little commercial for them if you need to chat with these ladies. 978-342-0500. They can come down and look at things for you, right? If you want
Yes,
to just,
absolutely.
and you don't have to have a whole lot. You can just have an item, right?
Correct, yeah,
And say, listen, we'll do the best we can to get you the most amount of money.
yes,
Right.
Stop down and see us. We'll tell you what we think, and
yeah, we can do one item to thousands.
Yes.
whatever we do it all.
we'll sell Wayne's autograph.
Yes.
Wayne,
we go.
what do you figure? What's the minimum you'll take for it? How much? $5,000?
Done.
I'll give you $4,999. Will you accept?
Full.
Plus
Love it.
0.0625 for tax? Is there tax on those sales?
Yes, we do, unless you have a dealer number with
Oh,
the IRS.
jeez. They even
Tax
get
is
you on that
charged.
stuff,
Yeah,
though.
we have to pay
There's
the
no
state.
end.
There's no
know.
end.
There's no end.
No.
All right.
Nope. We gotta
Ladies,
pay the
thank you.
state.
That was,
Thank
did
you
I
so
forget
much.
anything?
No, thank you
Yes.
for, you followed us from the beginning, really. So
That's right. You used to come into
appreciate
my
it.
store.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me things were worth nothing so you could sell them for lots of money.
That's right.
No,
Just
just-
kidding.
I was
No, I'm just
happy.
kidding.
I was happy because I knew that there were things that you could sell that I couldn't sell. Not everybody, not every place. Sometimes you just move things.
Exactly,
And
yes.
people didn't even know they were there before. And they're like, hey, when did you get this? I don't know. It's been here for 3 months.
Just switch it out, and
Yeah.
it's like,
or
wow.
sometimes you give it gets into somebody else's hands who has a different audience.
Yes,
The next thing you know, voila.
absolutely. No, well, we thank you. So
Yes, we appreciate
good.
for the
everything.
support and everything. So
Well, that's kind of fun. You get logos now. You're like big time.
we're trying.
I'm surprised you came on the show because they're like big time now. They have logos and people and Skype and Facebook Live and auctioneers.
We're trying to get it as big as we can.
Yes.
So that's the goal.
Well, it's somewhat risk, but at the end of the day, you know the product, you know the area you're in. You just keep reaching out further and further because there's always somebody out there. Like Leominster items, are they worth anything when you find things that are Leominster? People collect.
Local.
I remember postcards was such a big deal.
Yes.
They would have like postcard shows, and people would show up and pay like $10, and it was from some lady that was like Aunt Evelyn.
Yes.
Who wrote a little card, and it was a picture of Grant's downtown or something. And the thing was worth. And I was like, who's buying it? It's got writing on it.
Oh, the
right,
local
Carl? You know what I'm talking
big.
about? It's got writing on it. This is used.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But people, postcards still.
They still buy them. Yes. Yeah.
And like
Even with
Leominster
writing.
things. Anything with Leominster out there are people that just collect those
They
things.
do, yes. Yeah, we sell a lot of local pieces of the towns around us and cities, so they eat it up.
Right. I mean, just people collect it.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to give you an update on COVID-19 report. We'll tell you where the vaccines are. Wendy, do we have any numbers, new numbers from the state at all? Not yet. Anyway, ladies, thank you very much. Once again, 978-342-0500. You know, your kids are just going to get rid of this stuff anyway, so just call them
just
now
call us.
and say,
call us now.
and take the money and go do something fun with it.
Yes.
'Cause
Exactly.
they're just going to put your stuff out on the curb on yard sale day, and they're going to get about 5 cents on $100. So you're better off just deal with it. Call them up.
Call us.
They'll get you some. They'll make you some money. You go on a trip. Do something fun for yourself.
Exactly. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Do something fun for yourself. Go to the casino. Take a trip.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Do whatever you want. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
While
Buy
you're
a
here.
boat
Extra
or
money.
something.
Or maybe you give that and donate it to somebody, or give it to your
Yes, yeah.
grandkids for the college or whatever. But
Exactly.
don't be sitting around things that you don't want anymore, and because you think you're hanging on because your kids are going to hang on to them. Because the bad news is the bad news.
A lot of calls that come in are.
The bad news is they're thumbing through the book, shaking everything out. This is what goes on after you're gone. Right, Ronnie? They're shaking it out like this. See if there's any stashes, pushing on the wood, the seal. Maybe they stashed it.
Yes.
Looking through mattresses, right?
Yeah.
Looking through the mattresses and every single thing, tearing it
Everywhere.
all apart.
I mean, probably 8 out of 10 calls we get is my kids don't want this stuff, so I'm getting rid of it now.
Yeah,
so.
I've been collecting this stuff forever. So get rid of it now. Have some fun. Clean out the house. Less dust. You'll feel a lot better. Spend the money. Don't keep it for your kids. Spend the money.
I like it.
Yes.
Spend it. Or
Enjoy
invest
it.
it at the
Yes,
casino
investing
or
too,
somewhere.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to help you.
I appreciate it,
Trying to
yeah.
create new customers.
I appreciate it.
Plus, tell the people the truth. They're looking for green. They're looking for green money or stock options in AT&T from 1912.
We actually tore a wall down once because the lady was like, supposedly there was money hidden in there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's like,
she
we
hid
found like a hole in the wall, and we're like, can we tear your wall down? She's like, I don't care, I'm selling the house. So,
yeah, I'm out of here.
but there was nothing.
There was
So
nothing.
we were trying to help her.
Mom always liked her best, so I'm out of here. That's
they
good.
just took off.
All right, taking a short break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Shoalin Farms, as I always say, a little piece of heaven right here in Leominster. We saved this from development 20 years ago, and it is now still thriving and doing a great job, and we are sustainable. We use sustainable agricultural practices, and we welcome visitors. It's a different kind of farm because it's owned by the city and run by the Friends of Shoalin Farms. So I represent the Friends of Shoalin Farms, and I'm the president of the organization. And my main thrust here, or information that I want to share, is that it is the people's farm. It requires attention from everybody in the whole city. And that means if you can volunteer, that's great, because we really need volunteers. If you can sponsor us, that would be great. Last year was a tough year with COVID. Being able to do our fundraising, we weren't able to, so we're doing different things online to try and raise awareness and to raise money to keep the farm running. We also, last year we had an unusual season because of COVID. We had less customers, we had new customers, so we're hoping that that will continue. We had to cancel the Apple Blossom Festival for the second year in a row, which is a big fundraiser for us. So we're kind of disappointed in that. But right now is the peak of the apple blossoms. So if anybody's interested in coming and viewing the apple blossoms for the next week or so, you'll still be able to see them. They're absolutely spectacular. It's the most magical time of the year for me, because then all of a sudden you'll see little apples forming. So it's pretty exciting to see the bees here doing their job. As far as what we're doing new this year, we've got a whole bunch of practices that we're implementing. We're starting up new fields for the pumpkins. So we're tilling and reinforcing the soils. So that's what we're working on right now. And then if anybody drives by the farm, they'll notice that just coming up on the that would be the north side of the farm on the right-hand side of the road, is a big field that used to be all apple trees, and people keep asking us, what are we doing with it? Well, we've got a huge plan underway to build a new orchard in there, and there'll be roughly 800 trees, and we're using guidance from UMass and guidance from our people that support us to first reinforce the soils with compost, which we've done already, and then till it, and then take out the rocks, and then by April of next year, we should be planting all these new varieties, such as Evercrisp and Sweet Maya, and early varieties that people want to come U-pick, because most of our U-pick is the Marshall Mac, so right next to it you'll have 6 more varieties of wonderful apples in the beginning of the season. And we're planting 800 trees in an acre, and it will be in production within 2 years. That's very exciting. So we're raising money to support that, so if anybody's interested in helping out in that way. As far as volunteering, I head up the pruning team on Saturdays, and pretty much every Saturday of the year I'm here. So 52 weeks out of the year I'm here on Saturdays. And I've been doing that for many, many years. So this year has been challenging trying to get people here, but I have some young people that have been fabulous who have showed up every Saturday.
Hang on, I'm putting my Christmas list together. All right. Doing up my will and my Christmas list. Oh, there you go. Don't look for anything. I'm not leaving anything. You're watching Inside Leominster. My name is Dean Mazzarella. Our phone number in the last couple of minutes, if you'd like to call in, 978-534-1626. That puts us in touch. And here we go. Let me give you some updated numbers, at least the ones that we had. 60,201 people were tested yesterday for COVID, and 425 across the state tested positive. There were 37 new cases in Worcester County. No new cases in Leominster. The positivity rate right now in the state is 1.15%. In Leominster, it's 2.8%. And let's see, 14 deaths. 1 is too many. We have 37 cases right now in progress and 3,314 people off isolation, which means, well, they had it and they're off the list. That's a good list to be off. Let's continue on with some things here. And we'll tell you that 56% of the people in Leominster have gotten at least 1 dosage, but 84% over 75, 65 to 75 years old, 84%. Then it goes up from 65 to 74, 88%. And then it drops down to 75% for those 50 to 64 years old. And you can see 0 to 19 is not many that just started allowing to get it. And even at 30 to 49 years old, 64%. There's how many dosages were shipped to the state of Massachusetts. There was, what, 4 million people in the state of Massachusetts? So 8 point something million. There's your upcoming vaccination clinics. Some of these are makeup. So to get the first shot, you go for your second shot on Tuesday, 25th of May. But you need to get your first shot. No, that's first shot. Sorry, 3 to 7 at the mall at Whitney Field on Tuesday. Wednesday, the 26th. Is second shot if you get your shot on May 28th. I'm sorry, April 28th. And then Tuesday at the June 1st at the high school for a second shot of Pfizer for those that got it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And then Wednesday, June 2nd, at the mall at Whitney Field, 9 to 4. Second shot if you got your first shot, 5-5. Projects everywhere. Skateboard park, 248,000 MassWorks grant, Route 13, Route 12, the other side of Route 12 south, safe routes to school, woodblock project in front of the Fix coming along really nicely. That's a $400,000 grant, a fire department grant for $30,000. There's some reimbursement money from the federal government, $820,395,000. But you know, we have to We have to be accountable to the federal government. They want to know how we spend our money, and Wendy's on top of that. We're able to hand them a full document saying, here's every nickel we spent, here's what we used it on. Yard waste, got to get it picked up by May 28th. Don't wait because last week might rain all week, Wayne. Pink Flamingo Day, June 23rd, 5 to 7. Get your pink flamingo gear in place. We'll have best dressed. We'll have some prizes there. Right downtown Leominster in the Common, Pink Flamingo Day, June 23rd. And Sonny's all set over there for his concerts over there in the Common at Carter Park. They all start at 7 o'clock, go to around 8:30 or 9. They start June 3rd and then the 10th. And he does not just country. I know Sonny likes country, let's face it. But he gets some really good bands. I mean, everything. He makes sure that there's something for everybody, and the country band's awesome, right? So, will there be a yodeling band there? They yodel, yodel, no? Okay. Nomination, you can nominate somebody for Citizens of the Year. You can just go to, for Starburst, it's going to be August 7th. 8th is if it rains. Please don't. Forms are available at Leominster City Hall, Library, or Emergency Management. You can go to LeominsterStarburst.com. Pictures of the week. Here we go. Here's Wayne in a bathing suit. Here we go. Oh, he left. Monument Park, almost done. They're planting trees, putting down brick pavers. We have a little water amenity in there, and it's recycled water, so the water gets used. It puts through a purification system, and it comes back. Looks nice. There they are, blending the area that they had to tear up near the street, so they're blending that with the curb, resetting the curbs. Theodore Drive finally paved. That street was dust. There was no street left over there. So I know Robin Dantini will be out on a skateboard now doing some tricks on the curbing. Elm Street newly paved and lined. Why do we put lines on it? Well, it makes people drive slower. They have to stay in their lane, put little fog lines on the right, looks good. We also did Merritt and View and some side streets off West Street. Again, those streets were horrific. Merriam Ave, newly paved. We'll do the rest in the, Wayne, knock it off back there. Yes, see those fog lines on the right? Those white lines are called fog lines. And the center lines, double yellow line, no passing. But they do create a smaller lane. It feels like it, so you got to drive a little slow. The average speed on Merriam Ave is about 35 to 40. I just had that data looked at yesterday. Route 13, I've got to hand it to them. They're working out there every day, and it might not seem like a lot, but man, you come by. If you don't go by for a few more days, you come by and like, wow, they got a lot done. So that's about a $5 or $6 million project, going to help improve safety in that corridor and move people through more efficiently. Dairy Queen is on the way. Get me a Blizzard. Just give me chocolate on chocolate with chocolate. Safety improvements. There we are. What street is that? I can't tell. TD, right near TD. So what are they doing over there? Are they apparently making it safer? I'm just not sure I know about this. What are they doing there? Okay, we'll go to the next slide. What? What are they doing? Oh, all right. So they're doing the crosswalk lines. Okay. Because that's a light where it only changes for like 2 seconds, and then people complain a lot. So anyway, we don't want you getting run over. They're doing the lines over. Here we are. IC Credit Union. Want to thank them, the whole team at Leominster IC Credit Union, because they came in with a check today for the fire victims, and we thank them for that. We've got a lot of contributions. And thank you for everybody for whatever part you played in helping those victims, many who lost everything. So Kyle's going to kick me out of here. Want to thank you. 30 seconds. We have 30 seconds. So anyway, we're still doing our updates every day, and we do them on Facebook Live if you have it. If not, you can just kind of zoom in later on and catch it later if you can't catch it live. And we try to bring you up to speed on what's happening around the city and tell you what's going on with COVID. Most of the restrictions will be lifted very soon, but common sense applies. But we'll continue to spend 10 minutes, if necessary, half hour, letting you know what's going on in your city. We're out of time right now. I want to thank you for watching the show. Good night. God bless you. Remember, the world is run. Somebody stopped me last night, Kyle, and said, you know what you always say, right? And I said, what? I know about running the world. And I said, yeah. Remember, the world is run by those who show up. You need to show up. Good night. Thank you to the whole crew here at Inside Leominster.
Inside Leominster is brought to you in part through the generous support of N.P. Crowley Company Incorporated and by Landmark Self-Storage in Leominster. www.landmarkselfstorage.com